Welcome back to my critical let's play of Max Payne 3. In the last episode we went through the favelas, finally found Fabiana, and Marcelo and Fabiana's sister also happened to be there. They went there themselves to try to save her, and Fabiana gets killed, and Marcelo gets shot in the leg. Then an explosion happens, there's helicopters outside, we're not quite sure what's going on, but essentially, thanks to Max, Fabiana's dead. Shot by, what's his name? Sabrino, whatever his name is. Everyone's dragged away, and Max is just kind of left looking at the body of someone else he failed to protect.
Here I was again, with all hell breaking loose around me, standing over another dead girl I had been.
And then when we really want to know what happens next, we suddenly are back in the past again.
I'll give you a minute, buddy.
Back with Passos and Max
Been married a short
as they're trying to leave New Jersey.
By now she'd been dead longer than I knew her. I still hadn't really forgiven myself for the Mona business, but I knew that was just...
That's kind of like the only mention to Max Payne 2 in this whole game, as far as I can tell, like, just brushing aside the Mona business, which doesn't really bother me since I didn't play Max Payne 2. I think a lot of people saw it as a kind of
allowing this to happen to her.
just shrugging it off in this weird kind of way. So a lot of people really liked Max Payne.
Excuse me. Max Payne?
Only three guys appear and ask if you're Max Payne. The text went behind that guy on the left, which was really interesting. Now suddenly people are shooting up your family's tombstone as you're forced to cower behind it. So to just kind of recap, if you don't quite recall, what previously happened in this kind of past narrative was Passos came to try to get Max to go to South America to be a bodyguard, and then Max ended up killing some gangster's son, and they had to try to escape. So they're trying to get to Queens, where they have a friend to lay low with, but clearly Max wanted to say goodbye to his wife and child first, so they went to a graveyard. We can probably safely assume the gangster whose son Max killed has sent some hired guns after him.
We need cover, asshole!
I was the reason Passos was here. Splitting without him would be beneath even an asshole like me.
So that's his way of saying we should probably find Passos. Graveyards make a good place for a covert shooter, I guess. Lots of things to hide behind that should actually be there.
Shouldn't have gone there, and that Passos might have to pay the price for my sentimentality.
So again, Max is like, this is all my fault. Like, it was stupid to go to a graveyard in the first place.
I will be once we get out of here. I get the feeling those weren't the only guys DeMarco sent after us.
Got that feeling too.
To make sure you can't go back.
I started to wonder if my luck was about to run out when I realized it had a long time ago. That's why I was here.
There he is! The money's mine! Can't think there's anything left to identify the bodies with.
It's just kind of like stereotypical New York Italian gangster kind of bad guys, which I guess is probably deliberate since that's kind of the background of the game a bit. They always just remind me of the henchman in Home Alone. So I just shot a grenade out of midair. Killed a guy with a grenade launcher. So this is probably one of the less interesting levels of the game. It's still fine and it's, you know, enjoyable and everything, just because it's a fun game to play. But it's it doesn't really achieve much narratively or anything. That was a trick shot. The grenade launcher here. Oh, I might as well. A two-handed weapon, I think. Turn your gun around. So this is going well so far. I feel like any gun that isn't just shoot bullets isn't very useful in it.
We're making a stand here.
Yeah, just blow myself up. Let's not do that. I really just like seeing what a different character Max is in these flashbacks to the new game. The new level, sorry. You know, like, kind of see just how beat up and broken he's become. Like, even though he's beat up and broken here, like, he's such a mess by the time he's walking through that favela.
I'm gonna kill you, buddy!
Another guy right next to him.
Keep your position!
So yeah, so as I was saying when I was dead, there's like this this level doesn't really contribute much to an overall story or anything, which does make it a bit more filler. But it does, I don't know. I was gonna say it kind of helps if you just know how Max ended up in South America. I guess it's just the second half of that story.
We'll take it easy on you.
Got the energy for an encore? Let's move!
I guess they helped with the grief.
Hey, come on. Hey, wake up. Let's go.
There he is. Hey, how you doing? You heard about the thing? $100,000. I'm not fucking around. I'm not either. You know what? I don't trust Joey.
The troops had arrived. Either DeMarco had thrown an army at this job, or he'd put a high enough bounty on our heads to attract every contract-buying scumbag on the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, but how are we gonna know who whacked him? Huh? I got hollow points. Yeah, look. We all got hollow points. Look, we'll split the bounty nice and even. All right? All right? Fair.
So you found out they're not necessarily a concentrated effort to come after you. They're
We'll work it out together.
essentially there's a bounty on their heads from the father of the guy you killed. So they're all just here to try to get you.
I'm not asking for a handout. We're out here working.
Whatever, shut up, whatever.
So
Whatever you say.
There he is! Right?
Just look,
Joe! Oh!
It's not going to go well.
Fire! Let's fire!
That could get me. Really need some better weapons.
Moron! Okay, here I go! Cover me! Bleed! Who's gonna play?
Passos had put some distance between himself and the goons. I meant to follow.
I got someone. I think it's the hit. That Max Payne. The other guy might be here as well. Where you at? Over by that circus. Where's the hit? He's like Latino or something. Which hit? Ain't any
So I've captured somebody, and it's not me, so it's probably...
I need some cover. I got you, buddy. Get up there.
Whoa.
You sneaky little fuck.
Very different color scheme this level, color palette, than, you know, the favelas in my rainbow shirt and whatnot. I really love that diversity in the game, that, like, you know, sure, this is just a grey level like every other grey video game level, but
reason to keep Passos alive.
it's one level
was
in a you know, in a long range of different levels of different color palettes, which is kind of just as nice. Looking for painkillers since I don't have that many. Oh, there's some.
I didn't mind saying goodbye.
So again, another closed door to kind of help ease into a cutscene.
Look, man, just be cool, okay? Be cool.
Don't tell me to be cool. You Max Payne?
Who?
Very fucking funny.
Whatever.
You're Max Payne. I thought he was fucking Max Payne.
Confusing, huh?
Hey, you make one more move, and this guy, whoever the fuck he is gonna get fucking dead. Look, man, give yourself up, and DeMarco might have a change of conscience, huh? Might grant you one last reprievement. Ain't no reprievement gonna be found otherwise.
I don't even know who he is.
Jump should be dead already.
So you're really surrounded here. It's very difficult. You just gotta, like, you just end up right in the middle. Actually, no, that was my fault. Nothing told me that I had to dive there. I was just an idiot. Oh, I just used up all my painkillers accidentally. I'm not going to reach the next cutscene without dying. I'm like 5 more bullets. Oh, I made it.
Max, man, I owe you.
That was unexpected.
Holy shit! What the hell is going on here?
Don't worry about it. Just get out of here, okay?
Sounds like a fucking war is going on.
Calm down.
Some poor bastard, quite literally, on the graveyard shift. Must have been wondering why there were suddenly more bodies above ground than below.
Sniper! Shit!
All I can hope for is that he didn't even hear the shot that killed him.
Get down.
So another dead civilian.
Up in the tower.
I don't know, the way civilian deaths are dealt with in this game is interesting. You feel like, you know, they kind of just happen, like, disrespectfully, like in any action film, like, oh yeah, that person died, whatever. But you also, like, feel like, you know, the memory of all these people who've died in his wake have kind of stuck with Max. That he hopes that guy didn't hear the shot that hit him or whatever.
This is the only way through.
Anyway, so here,
You move up on him.
after there's a sniper pinning us down, I have to try to get him somehow.
Hey, asshole!
While, Passos tries to, give him covering fire. But then every now and then you get attacked by these guys as well. So you've got that green laser on you.
Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
And you have a sense that Max is kind of like not entirely okay with this. Like he'll do it, but it's kind of pretty terrifying. Which again, if I can make another Die Hard reference, where like John McClane always feels like, you know, he's not super gung-ho, like he's not really into the way he has to do these things, like he's still terrified. Wow, that was weird. No slow motion. I feel like that was maybe another glitch. Normally it would have slow motion killed that guy.
We'd come in here to hide, not very successfully as things turned out.
So we messed up again in our long series of messing up
Supposed to what? Disco
in
dance?
this game.
Shut the fuck up, half-caste.
It's all very racist to Passos,
Turn around.
which I find really interesting. I'm not sure I could say why I find that interesting. I guess it's just meant to be hard and dark and gritty or whatever, but like considering, you know, they're being racist to a person from the country you spend most of his game in, there's something interesting about that.
Hold it. That way, you fucking jokers. Move.
Where are we going?
Take it easy.
So there's the guy whose son we killed.
You killed my son. You killed my fucking son. My boy. My only son.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Sorry, killed your boy.
Sorry for your loss. But your son was killed in gun battle. A battle he started.
Shut your fucking mouth! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
I think I've mentioned the staticky TV glitter noise that kind of happens for quite a while. Oh, poor Passos. And it's been happening all the way through. I really like it. You know, again, Kane and Lynch 2 does it a lot more intensely. I still like it. I like how distraught this guy is. Like, he's not some super evil.
I have to admit, I almost felt bad for the guy.
Dig.
Sure, he had lived a bad life, but I, of all people, knew that living with this grief would be payment enough for any sins.
You know, Max kind of feels for him because Max knows what it's like to have his child killed.
My own grave and let these goombas kill me without even getting some dirt on their hands.
Your body ain't gonna
I think you just made a
be
Mario
so
reference.
big, motherfucker.
I didn't want to tell the guy there were 45.
So you can press RT to whack him, or you can just press nothing and keep digging for a while. I guess eventually you have to choose to whack him, or else.
I'm getting tired
Let's just do it.
watching you.
So he throws some dirt in one's face, and whacks the other one. And Passos is clearly pissed off and in a lot of pain.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alright, follow me.
That did not go well. Oof, right in the eye. Maybe I shouldn't have walked up to the guy with a shotgun right at the start. I love that camera pan up so you see Passos get up and then you kind of take control. Probably gonna die again. I really like the way you keep losing your weapons nearly every cutscene. You know, you never feel like, alright, this is my gun. I'll just hold on to this forever now. Like, it's just constantly you know, having to find new weapons all the time.
The morgue. How appropriate.
They just can't let it be subtle, can they? Max has to point out, this is a symbolic gesture. This is a metaphor. Thanks, Max. This is another good, just kind of little single skirmish where there's just lots of nice stuff to break. So by the time you're done, it's a very different looking place from when you begin. Oh, what? How is there not a checkpoint? It's infuriating. Yep. This is a really annoying little bit of pathway. There's no cover. There's nowhere to really just hide and get a clear shot. I think I have a gun. Somebody's still alive.
How appropriate.
Right. That was a bit confusing. Just sort of glass breaking and very different looking place than like the old tombstones about it's all sterile and new. Look. The game's really confident with its own
Keep it together.
craftspersonship, I guess. Like, you know, the game knows it looks good. You know, it's willing to put the cameras right up in people's faces and stuff. It's not trying to hide the imperfections. It's just like, yeah, we made a good looking game and we're gonna super slow motion put a camera right up on someone, even if they might be falling through a curtain or whatever. We don't have to hide this because our game looks good. Which is interesting. Not many games have that confidence, I don't think. Maybe today they do more often than they used to, but just like very rarely will they just zoom up on something and just like show it warts and all.
Hey, psst, this way. Up there.
You know, Passos's head is still sore, which is really nice. Like, these people don't just get over their injuries the way Nathan Drake does.
Oh, gentlemen, thank you.
This place looks about as good as any to make a stand.
At least the coroner won't have to go far to go to work.
Like I said, Passo's always had a good sense of humor.
We gotta find a phone. I got a connection in Queens who can help us.
It kind of sounds like there he's mentioning his Queen's connection for the first time, even though he mentioned it on the last mission as well. I guess they're just repeating it for the player.
I have to wait.
Drop your beats, asshole! Shoot him already!
It's gonna be me who gets you!
Nearly could have died.
Can't move here, Max! You gotta get up there, take him out!
So you end up having to go behind this guy, which isn't communicated very clearly that you're meant to go up behind him. Like, Max doesn't say anything about, like, I decided to move up behind him or anything. And now you have to protect Passos with this weird machine shotgun thing.
Okay, let's find that phone. Make a call. There's gotta be a landline in that office, man. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, at least for a little while.
Let me just call somebody, get a little help, and we'll get out of here. Hey, it's me. Look, we really need to get out of New Jersey. Yeah, things are heating up. We got like half the New Jersey mob after us. And a cemetery in Hoboken.
And now we're back to Max in the modern day after that
Here I was again.
quite brief interlude.
Still looking at the bodies of women I was supposed to protect. Only
Just standing here looking over the bodies of women I was meant to protect. It's like the game's aware of its own really shitty treatment of women as only fridged damsels. I'll let this cutscene play out, but then I'll start it again in the next video.
understand the language.
This is when he has his outburst, which I was trying to remember earlier. I like these moments when Max just gets really angry at somebody and just explodes at them, instead of just playing it cool.
Haven't you figured out I don't speak your fucking language?
Like, he just gets angry, like, irrationally so, that these people don't speak English. It's just like, I don't speak your language, Jesus Christ, how haven't you figured this out yet?
I may be a moron, but here's the thing.
Alright, well, we'll leave it there. Clearly Max escapes, and we'll try to save the other people, Marcelo and Fabiana's sister, who I should probably try to remember the name of, since she's about to become an important character in the story. Significantly, we never killed that mobster who was attacking us, you know, the father of the guy we killed. You know, we didn't hunt him down and, you know, deal with him or anything like that. He's just has his grief, and that's that, and we escaped. No real celebratory victory there, just we got out alive. Right, so that's that for that chapter, and in the next episode we'll return to the favelas and see what happens next. Thanks.